to share an overview of what the state of Illinois offers as far as university programs related to gerontology and aging studies, the market demands and career trends, and then also student profiles who are graduate students pursuing degrees in gerontology and aging studies, and then finally, brief overview of a program model of graduate degrees. So when we think about the state of Illinois, we have 5 institutions who offer master's degrees, and one of them PhD or EDD. So Eastern Illinois University, Northeastern, Northern University of Illinois at Springfield, and Concordia University. And you can see from the titles there, they're configured in some different ways. Some are standalone graduate degree programs, and others are concentrations within a master's degree, such as Northern Illinois, who has the Human Development and Family Sciences program with the specialization in leadership of aging studies. Concordia is the one who offers the PhD and the EDD in leadership gerontology as well. There are also graduate certificate programs. Most who pursue a certificate then go on to earn the master's degree as well, or it could be the standalone certificate. And so 4 institutions, Northeastern, Northern, Southern, and Concordia, offer graduate certificate programs. And then other institutions offer either undergraduate minors or specializations within their programs, such as Illinois State, Northeastern, Northern, Western. And then also a couple offer undergraduate certificate programs for those students. So Northern and Southern are the ones who do that. A couple of years ago, I was contacted to participate in a national research project involving the market demand and then looking at career trends. And so Eastern Illinois University was one of several that participated in this. And the findings that emerged from that, we have been seeing in recent years the employer demand for professionals with master's degrees increasing. So between 2017 and 2018, the increase was about 41%. And largely, no surprise, this is attributed to the growth of the baby boomer cohort. So if we think about the most frequently posted occupations regionally and then in local areas, the top 2 that emerged were medical and health services administrators, and this growth is expected between 2016 and 2026 of about 21%. And then following that, positions in the social and human services administration field, again, another growth of about 16% is expected within that 10-year period. As we examine the top 5 titles employers frequently posted for master's level gerontology professors: health services director, program manager, nursing home or assisted living administrator, director of hospice, and community liaison were the top 5 titles that emerged from those job postings. When we think about skills and how we can best prepare our students and professionals for the field of gerontology and aging studies, management, leadership, operations, communication, and innovation emerged as the top 5. And then in terms of hard skills, what was sought, knowledge of nursing, long-term care, hospice, assisted living, and clinical counseling or social work. When we think about who are the students or prospective students pursuing graduate degree programs in gerontology and aging studies, the following characteristics emerged for those profiles. And as I've talked with my colleagues across the state who are also affiliated with graduate degree programs, this aligns almost exactly. So the top 4 factors individuals consider when selecting a graduate degree program: tuition. Certainly, we have to be responsive and mindful of the cost of our programs and trying to make those offerings affordable for people and not close any doors. Curriculum and course options. And then opportunities for direct work with professionals such as yourselves in the aging field. And those can come in the form of internships, independent studies, or assignments that we put together in classes that will link our students with professionals. And then finally, distance learning options. So programs either being fully online or what we would call hybrid, so a mix of online and face-to-face classes. Now, certainly during this time of the COVID pandemic, most, if not all, of our programs have gone fully online. The majority of the schools offering programs in Illinois, most of us were already fully online or a hybrid program. In terms of demographics, students tend to be working professionals who are seeking career advancements. We don't see a large number of individuals coming straight from a bachelor's degree program at, let's say, age 21 or 22. We see individuals who are on average between 40 and 60 years old, about 10 years of experience. The majority have a social sciences type of undergraduate degree, and the majority, about 3/4, tend to be female. Prospective students, and if I showed you the sampling of emails that I received. Prospective students are looking for transparency. They want as much program information upfront and available as possible, which makes sense, especially if they're willing to invest their time and dollars and energy in pursuing a graduate degree. They want flexibility in a program, so the option to either be full or part-time students. They'd like some electives built into degree programs. And they'd also prefer a condensed semester course schedule. So, for instance, instead of all of the classes going for a 16-week period, uh, putting those into a configuration where they could take blocks of classes in, let's say, 8-week formats, that would allow them, instead of only taking one or two classes a semester, they could potentially take three or four, but they wouldn't have all three or four of those at the same time. And then, of course, they want to see demonstrated career outcome possibilities. They want to know, what are our alums doing as far as professional positions, and are they getting jobs? One sample model of a graduate degree program, and if you compared and contrasted the different degrees in the state of Illinois, you would see a lot of similarities and overlap there, such as this one. So interdisciplinary coursework and a holistic approach. So instead of the courses only coming from one standalone department, how can we look at curriculum across campuses and academic units to offer a holistic degree, such as the fields of communication, education, human services, health, kinesiology, recreational studies, political science, psychology, biology. On average, you're going to see programs have anywhere from about 33 to 36 credit hours. This sample, 33 credit hours. And what that would translate to is 10 courses and then some type of a capstone experience like the independent study or internship, or a thesis for those who are interested in going on into a research field or maybe into a PhD program. Graduate assistantships are certainly a huge marketing and recruitment tool. And graduate assistantships in academic institutions, and probably many of you are familiar, those come with full tuition waivers for all or some of the semesters. They come with monthly stipends, and then in exchange, that graduate assistant works, let's say, maybe about 18 to 19 hours per week. The importance of community partnerships cannot be emphasized enough. So we want our students to have as many experiences outside of the university as possible. And we, in turn, as universities, want to serve our community professionals as well. So those could be programs within a university, like an Academy of Lifelong Learning, or outreach into the community, such as a hospice program, senior community center, HUD housing, senior apartment living complexes. In some cases, programs that work directly with gender-based violence, such as a rape crisis agency or domestic violence shelter. Memory care assisted livings are also a common community partner as well. Some examples, and I realize this list is a little bit lengthy, but wanted to give you a bigger overview of what are the types of position titles that our alumni in all of our institutions may hold. And so they could range anywhere from healthcare administrators to resident service professionals, family life educators, for instance, through the University of Illinois Cooperative Extension Program, are based throughout the state. And some of them specialize in the area of gerontology when they're doing their outreach. Directors of memory care assisted livings, case managers in adult protective services, executive directors of assisted livings, directors of wellness and recovery. Some who are interested in research have gone on to work in human subjects protection roles, marketing and admissions for places such as different hospices, directors of aging services, senior services case managers for the LGBTQIA senior community centers that we see throughout the state, primarily in the Chicagoland area. Some examples, universities across the board, we try to open our doors as widely as possible for students who are either launching a career in gerontology or wanting to seek career advancement. So by and large, you'll see applications are done online. Usually that minimum GPA is going to hover somewhere around 2.75. What we tend to see on average is something though well above the 3.5 average coming in. GREs typically aren't required in gerontology graduate programs. Essays, letter of recommendation, of course. And then again, to keep that door as wide open as possible, a number of universities accept applications year-round for a start during any semester, a fall, spring, or summer, if an institution is on the semester rotation. And then we're seeing across the nation, actually, a trend of what are called accelerated degree programs. And this is when students can take a number of courses that they have used to earn toward a bachelor's degree and also count those toward a master's degree. And so this is a cost savings for people, and it also puts them on a track for a faster time completion to earn that degree. So accelerated degree programs have definitely been a growing trend within the last 5 years. And that is the short and sweet overview. And I would welcome any questions from anyone.